Hello and welcome back to Sharin No Kuni. And yeah, we are where we left off at... I think they were in the evening now. Oh. Okay.
ご飯ができそうだからトーカを呼んできてくれる?
Dinner's ready. Can you go call Toka for me? One had been told to study in her room until dinner time. Dinner's ready? Seriously? All you did was heat something up in the microwave.
文句言うなら出て行ってもらうわよ。
You're more than welcome to leave if you don't like how we do things around here. Yeah. I sulked all the way to One's room. Hey, One, food's ready. She didn't respond. Hey, let's eat together like a nice happy family. I couldn't hear even the slightest murmur from within. She couldn't be sleeping, could she? I put my hand on the doorknob. Hold on. Yeah, wait just a second. This was one of those situations, wasn't it? I'd seen this sort of thing before in sci-fi novels. The girl on the other side of the door was in the middle of changing her clothes. And she was going to scream, "Gah!" as soon as I entered. Yeah, that had to be it. But for the sake of my own growth, it would be proper, nay, necessary for me to grow accustomed to such scenarios. Wow, sci-fi novels. Are you talking about manga and anime? I made sure to gulp, then opened the door. Yeah! He's the one screaming. One flew off of the chair she had been sitting on. The headphones she had been wearing fell off in the process. Don't startle me like that! Didn't I tell you not to come into my room? Oh man, and I was listening to the radio. My world had been turned upside down. There was no half-naked girl on the other side of the door. Oh, what a shame. I felt like everything I knew was wrong. Huh? Where's the, underwear? Really? But seriously, all he knew was wrong? I mean, are you making fun of us? Of anime fans, that they really think that this is how it works?
Huh?
Oh well. I spat out the words. Oh, why is it so loud? Wait a second. Have you always acted like this? What do you mean? You seem kind of different compared to when I saw you with Sachi or when we were at school. You think so? You seem more childish. I had just been called childish. Have you been studying?
Huh?
Huh? Yeah, of course. Don't lie to me so casually. You just said you were listening to the radio. I was studying while listening to the radio. Really now? I picked up her headphones and put them on. What the hell? You are listening to a comedy show? That's just a coincidence. I thought you hated people who joked around. Like I said, it's just a coincidence. Isn't stuff like this prohibited by your mother? TV isn't allowed, but the radio's fine. Weren't you ordered to study until dinner?
勉強しながらラジオを聞いてるの？文句ある？
I was studying while listening to the radio. Got a problem with that? We had ended up fighting again. Seriously though, she always tried to get off on a technicality. You know, you're walking a fine line here. I'm required to send you to a concentration camp if you disobey Kyoko-san's orders. Disabuse yourself of the notion that petty excuses like that will work on me forever. Disabuse yourself of the notion that petty excuses like that will work on me forever. Okay, I got it now. I had managed to agitate her. Anyway, let's go eat dinner. Itadakimasu! Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Huh? Did I say something weird?
別に。
Not really. Both mother and daughter ate in silence. Come on, don't you guys have anything to say?
食事中は静かにするものでしょ？
Eating is something best done in silence. Hey, that's pretty strange. That's a pretty strange thing to say. Aren't dinners supposed to facilitate a sense of family togetherness or whatever?
そんな決まりはないわ。
There's no rule stating that. Well, yeah, I'd say it's more common sense than a rule or anything.
そう？うちはうち、よそはよそですから。
Yeah, well, our home is our home, and other people's homes are their homes. That's pretty cliched, Kyoko-san. One put down her chopsticks.
ごちそうさま。
Thanks. She stood up and starting heading back to her room. Hey, wait up! I'm not done eating yet.
遅いんじゃないの？
Maybe you just eat too slow?
どうか？
Kyoko-san put down her chopsticks as well, then addressed Toka.
寝るまでちゃんと勉強してなさいよ。
Make sure you study until it's time to sleep.
うん。捕まっちゃった。
Oh man, she caught me. She grumbled to herself. I guess she had been trying to escape.
休み明けに試験があるんですからね。次も点数が悪かったら承知しないわ。
You have another exam over the break. If you do poorly on this one, you're gonna be in for it.
わかってるよ。
I know. Kyoko-san, I don't think One is stupid. She's just a bit clumsy, a bit careless, a bit inattentive, if you will.
バカにしてるんじゃないの？
You are making me sound stupid!
どうか？あなたはもっと主体性を持って行動すべきだわ。
Toka, you need to start acting more independent.
私に言われなくても自分から進んで勉強しなさい。だからいつまで経っても成績が上がらないのよ。
You should study without me having to ask you to. Your test scores will never improve as long as you lack the initiative to do so.
わかってるって。
I understand.
いいえ、分かってないわ。
No, you don't understand. Damn, Kyoko-san sounded serious with that one.
どうか？何度も言うけれど、あなたは国立の大学にしか行けないのよ。
Toka, please, don't make me say this over and over again. We need to get you into a national university. Remember?
わかってるってば。お金がないんでしょ？
I know, because we don't have much money. You plan to have her go to a university? I interrupted them.
森田くんだって立派な大学を卒業してるんでしょ？
Didn't you graduate from a prestigious university yourself? I enrolled via less than scrupulous methods and almost never went to class.
中央の超一流大学でしょ？
It was a first-class university, though, wasn't it? Well, that's what they called it, at least.
私もそこ出身なの。
And yet you couldn't be successful enough to have the money? That's a little... On the other hand, I shouldn't judge people on that. Yeah, I shouldn't do that. I mean, things can change and things can happen, and... I graduated from one too. She wasn't trying to impress me. She just told it like it was.
だからトーカもその大学を目指さなきゃいけないのよね。
So, Tooka, you need to go to a university too, okay?
うん。
Okay. It'd be impossible for Tooka to attend a university with her current exam scores. Even Kyoko-san should have been able to understand that.
わかったら頑張って勉強なさい。
If you understand me, then go study your butt off. One moodily returned to her room. Can I have a moment?
何か聞きたそうな顔ね。
Looks like you've got something to say. This was already a pain in the ass. Where's Tooka's father? It was time to get down to business.
調書にあるんでしょ？
It's in the record, isn't it? Actually, no, it wasn't.
そう。そんなことってあるの？
I see. That sort of thing can happen. I tried making a specific inquiry, but the office must be busy or something because I haven't heard back from them yet. Well, there's no mistaking the fact that you're Tooka's parental figure, at least.
当たり前ね。
Obviously. However, I don't know anything more than that. I don't know the reason for her obligation, and I don't even know if you are her real mother.
親権者なのだから母親だわ。
I'm her parental authority, right? So yes, I am her mother. Parental authority can be granted to other parties under certain circumstances. A child can even end up under the supervision of a complete stranger. We are the same as Japan in that regard. ... No, don't take it so seriously. I'm just throwing out some possibilities here.
今日の詮索はこれでおしまい？
Is that it for today's cross-examination? You thought not to crack. You are a tough nut to crack. Sure, that'll be all for now.
それじゃ私も書斎に戻るわ。寝るなら電気消してね。
So, he didn't got any information out of her. We don't know who the dad is, we don't know why she got her obligation, so this whole conversation was kinda useless. Then, I'll be returning to my study. Make sure you turn the lights off when you go to sleep. I needed to try leading her into it. Kyoko-san, don't overwork yourself.
無理。
Overwork myself? Well, the obligation you filed for generally reflects a lack of parental ability on some level.
どういうことかしら？
And just what do you mean by that? Well, for example, a family has a rowdy delinquent of a son that they just can't get under control, so the parents request assistance from the country. The obligation wouldn't have been necessary in the first place if the kid's parents hadn't been so ineffectual.
へえ。情けない親ね。
I see. They sound like terrible parents. Wow. ... Did you ask for help from the country because you're a single mother and couldn't raise Tooka on your own? Or maybe you're just so attached to her that you want to make her into a perfect clone of yourself. Which is it? Which is it, I wonder? If you withdraw your application for it, I'll make sure that the request for the cancellation of Tooka's obligation is brought before the Grand Court as quickly as possible. Wait, what? If you withdraw your application for it... Okay.
今のところ取り下げるつもりはないわ。
I have no plans to withdraw my application. She started trembling slightly.
今さらね。
Not now, after all this time. Aha, so Kyoko-san did have some sort of problem after all. You requested that Tooka be burdened with her obligation because you wanted her to become a fine, upstanding adult, correct?
そうね。素晴らしい人間にしたいの。
You could say that, yes. I want her to become a splendid example of a human being. And that's exactly how you don't do it. You can't force someone to be a certain way. They maybe start to act like that, but they, first of all, never would completely comply to it unless you totally break their will. And if you break the will of a person completely, they are not a real person anymore. Then they are not even a human anymore. They are just an empty shell trained to do certain things. At that point, they are just a robot. You just order around. I don't think you really want, or that she really wants her daughter to be just a mindless machine that acts like the perfect human, but is nothing like it and is actually a broken mess inside. You could become a splendid. So, if Tooka becomes a splendid human being, you'll cancel the obligation?
そのつもりよ。
That's the plan. I wasn't sure what exactly this goal of hers entailed. Well, anyway, this obligation is like a parent and child three-legged race. Come at it swinging now. Come at it swinging now, Kyoko-san. Kyoko-san nodded to me and left the living room. I lay down on the floor. The prohibition of becoming an adult is annulled as soon as the parental authority involved withdraws their request for it. In other words, this all hinges on Kyoko-san. This is kind of fucked up, isn't it? It's kind of fucked up. It's really, really fucked up. That's almost even as worse of an obligation as the restriction of time. I mean, seriously, think about it. This obligation is basically you are a slave to your parents. I muttered to myself while tossing and turning on the floor. Guess I'll get started with some investigation tomorrow. Good night, Oni-chan. Oh, new picture. Perfect. Ah, morning. My face felt unpleasantly warm, probably as a result of sleeping face down on the floor. My cheeks were pretty swollen too. Early to bed, early to rise. My reverie was interrupted by the sound of a softy melody drifting in from the garden. Exercise city? Maybe. Sure enough, One was busy exercising. She stretched rhythmically, counting to herself to stay on track. You're surprisingly energetic in the mornings.
見ないでよ
Don't watch me! You're surprisingly pissy in the mornings.
あっち行ってよ恥ずかしいんだから
Go away! It's embarrassing! Why? What's embarrassing?
だって夏休みに朝からラジオ体操だなんてなんかお子様みたい
Come on! I feel like a little kid having to work out in time with exercise CDs every morning. Nah, plenty of adults do that sort of thing too. Why, in my company we had everyone gather from 15 minutes of calisthenics in the morning.
我が社ってどうせまたふざけてるんでしょ
Your company? Stop trying to mess with me. She snorted derisively at me. Anyway, I know you're only doing this because Kyoko-san tells you to, but working out really is quite good for you.
筋肉ついたら嫌だな
It'd be nasty if I got too muscled though. Oh man, I should work out because I am kinda sloppy and not as strong as I used to be. I'm also kinda overweighted. Again, because in the past I weighed about 70 kilograms. And now I am almost at 90 again. And that's not a good feeling. I was trained, I was fit and everything, but then things happened and I totally got off of track, stopped my training, and now I'm just a lazy little mess. Gibbering in front of a computer to you lovely guys. It'd be nasty if I... Okay. The CD came to an end while we were talking. Alright, fabulous work. I give you a gold star for the day. I beckoned her over to me.
やっぱり子供扱いしてるじゃない。
See? Look! You're treating me like a child! After her workout came a jog. Monet suddenly came to a halt in the middle of our run. What's up? Had enough?
森田健一がもっとゆっくり走ってくれれば。
She always says my name, but it isn't in the translation. That why is it, I wonder? Yeah. Oh, because of the U. Instead of, I think Morita Kenichi would be instead of you, but because it's normal in the English language to not use the name, but only you for most of the things, that's maybe the case. You need to slow down a little bit. Hey, it's not like you have to keep up with me or anything.
それはそうなんだけど、なんか悔しくて。
Well, yeah, but it's kind of frustrating. So she hated losing? Alright, I slow down a bit then.
いや、それも悔しい。
No, that'd be frustrating too. Then what the hell do you want me to do? Or maybe she was just selfish?
そもそもどうして私に構ってくるのよ。
Why are you following me around like this to begin with? Isn't it obvious? Because I'm the special high-class individual in charge of you.
私がお母さんの命令通りにしてるか監視してるの？
Are you trying to make sure that I follow my mom's orders? Something along those lines.
言っておくけどね。
Let me tell you something. She crossed her arms and scowled at me.
お母さんからはジョギングしてきなさいって言われてるだけだからね。
My mom didn't tell me to do anything except go for a jog. Here we go again.
どこをどういうルートでどれくらいの時間かけて走りなさいとか言われてないんだからね。
She didn't say anything about what route to take or how long to run for. Yeah, so you're telling me that you wanna go home now? She looked rather vexed.
いや、さっき家を出てきたばかりだからさすがに悪いかなって。でもなんか疲れたし。
Well, I'd feel bad if I went back so soon after starting. But then again, I'm kind of tired. Oh.
どうしたらいいかな。
But what should I do? Don't ask me. What's next on your schedule after jogging?
ね。
She took a piece of paper out of her pocket. A note?
朝6時ラジオ体操、朝7時ジョギング、朝8時朝食。
Okay, 6 a.m. exercise, 7 a.m. jogging, 8 a.m. breakfast. Man, she really does plan your entire day, doesn't she?
9時から12時までお部屋でお勉強。
9 a.m. to 12 p.m. study in your room. Yoko-san was more of a secretary than a mother. Does she update that note for you daily?
朝起きたら枕元に置いてある。
Yeah, it's there next to my bed when I wake up every morning. Yoko-san is pretty thorough, I must say.
ねえ、結局どうしたらいい？もう帰る？それともまだ走る？
So, what should I do anyway? Should I head back or keep running? We still have 30 minutes. Let's keep going until we hit the school, then turn back.
やっぱり走るんだ。めんどくさいな。
So we're gonna keep running. What a pain. ... It would be prudent to caution her about her indecisiveness if she started taking it too far. Shut up and follow me. Man, I'm impressed. You're not half bad.
でしょ
I know, right? I had her pinned as the type that sucked at athletics.
あれ工事してる
It says under construction. Yeah, that's what I heard. Normal students aren't being allowed in. I wasn't a normal student, of course.
そうなんだどうしよ
I see. What should we do? What's wrong? Were you planning on waiting the secret stash of sweets in your desk?
違うよ
No way! Aren't you prohibited from eating sweets?
だから違うって
I said that's not it! You know you have a habit of stuttering whenever you tell a lie. Seriously, she was a total amateur at keeping secrets.
見てるだけだもん
All I do is look at them. Wait, what?
だからクッキーの缶をぼーっと見てるだけなの
I just kind of stare at the cookie jar. Whoa. That's pretty cute. Huh? Her face had gone beet red.
バカにしたでしょ
Are you making fun of me? What's this now?
私のことバカにしたんでしょ
You're making fun of me, aren't you? Not at all. The thought of you giggling to yourself in front of a cookie jar just brought a smile to my face is all.
やっぱりバカにしてるんじゃない
So you are making fun of me? No, seriously, I didn't mean to. I apologize if I offended you. Not even a bow had managed to satisfy her.
かわいい
Oh, cute. She kept muttering the word to herself. It seems that my first evaluation of her had been correct. She had a severe weakness in the love department. Well, same went for me though. Itadakimasu! They are just silent. Kyoko-san and Tooka ate their store-bought onigiri in silence. You guys.
何かしら
What is it? Say something, will ya?
今日もいい天気ね
Nice weather we are having.
そうだね快晴だね
Indeed, indeed. Fine weather.
雲一つないわ
Not a single cloud in the sky.
快晴だからね
Yep, it's fine weather after all. I swear they were doing this just to irritate me. Enough about the weather!
どうか背伸びた
Toka, have you grown any recently?
別にお母さんは
No, not really. What about you?
伸びてないわ
I haven't.
そっか私も
I see. Me neither. Kind of conversation is that?
食事中は静かにするものよ昨日と同じことを言わせないで
Eating is something that should be done in silence. Don't you go making me have to repeat myself as well. I gave up and stuffed my mouth with an onigiri.
ごちそうさま
Thanks. Hey! I tugged on her sleeve.
何よちゃんとごちそうさまって言ったでしょ
What is it? I followed proper etiquette rules, didn't I? Yeah, your Goichu-su-sama was fine. Gochi-su-sama? However, the rules of etiquette also dictate that one must wait for the companions to finish their meals before leaving the table.
ごちそうさま
Thanks. Kyoko-san had started heading back to her room too. Hey, hold on a sec! Jeez!
何かしら
What is it? I was expecting some sort of report at the dinner table.
食事に温かいも冷たいもないでしょ
I don't think that anything involving meals requires establishing a rapport with someone else. A rapport. I really have to see what rapport means, and that. I think it sounds like report, but that can't be it. Oh, okay. Let's see, retranslate. Oh, okay, it's only report. Okay. Harmonisches Verhältnis. Huh. Okay.
Huh? 私?
Are you okay with that, One?
私?
Me? I had taken her off guard. Yeah, are you okay with spending your dinners in silence? One bit her lower lip.
いいとか悪いとかそういう問題じゃないと思う。
I don't think this is a question of whether it's right or wrong. You really need to start making sense. Anyway, I've been meaning to ask this. Why don't you guys have any homemade dishes?
私が禁止しているのよ。
Because I prohibit them. Yes, so I hear. You don't allow Tooka to enter the kitchen, right? But why don't you cook something yourself every once in a while, Kyoko-san? I stuck my nose where it didn't belong.
私に料理は向いていないからよ。
Because I'm just not cut out for cooking. Because she had let her daughter get burned.
人間の時間は限られているのだから、才能のないことをしてはいけないのよ。
You fucking hypocrite! You fucking hypocrite! Sorry if I offend anyone about that, but she said she wants her to become a special high-class individual. I tell her that she isn't cut out for it at all to be a special high-class individual, but she still insists of her becoming a high-class special individual. And now she's telling me you only have so much time on this planet, you shouldn't waste it doing things you have no talent for. I told her that she has no talent for being a high-class special individual, but she is still forcing her to do so. Hypocrite much? She really enjoyed making abstract statements out of nowhere, didn't she? Well, I think that's a bit grandiose.
森田健一、もういいじゃない。
Morita Kenichi, aren't you satisfied? Tooka wore a sour expression. Unfortunately for her, though, I was going to ask the question that I wanted answers to. Surely you've eaten more than boxed lunches these past few years.
昔はたまに作ることもあったわね。でも今は完全に自炊はしていないわ。
I used to make things in the past, but I've put a complete stop to that practice. Not even on birthdays, New Year's, holidays?
ええ。変かしら。
Not even then. Is that so odd? Doesn't that ramp your living expenses up quite a bit? Haha, got you there. Ha! Chink in her armor. Time to turn off the charm. I recall you saying that you guys are pretty short on cash. And that you could only let Tooka attend a national university where the costs are kept pretty low. Isn't that all your fault, Kyoko-san? If you can't even manage to make ends meet, you'll never pass the PAQT. Put as much spite into my words as possible.
それは
Well,
その通りね。
you are absolutely right.
言い逃れできないわ。
I can't make excuses for that. She had taken that pretty hard. What that? One offered me a stare of condemnation. Well, I guess you don't have a choice in the matter if you're really unable to cook. I don't really have the right to criticize your decision anyway.
そうだよ。 なんか偉そうだよ。
That's right. You're being too overbearing. One sympathized with Kyoko-san. Even though Kyoko-san was the one responsible for stifling her freedom.
もういいじゃない。ね。
It's enough, okay? I snuck a glance at her sleeves. A burn, huh? I'd be sure to pay for my own food then. Pursuing the matter further at this time wouldn't be a bright idea. Oh my. Nothing to do. One had shut herself up in her room studying.
トーカーを見ていなくていいの？
Shouldn't you be monitoring Tooka? Well, you see, she's rather opposed to that idea. Rather extremely opposed. Guess it just comes with being a teenager.
何それ？
It happened this time. She appears to have convinced herself that I'm a rapist of some sort.
部屋に入れてくれないの？
She won't let you into her room? It's locked. I wonder what she's so embarrassed about. Hey, do you think she likes me after all? What is it? Hey, don't look at me like I'm some sort of sideshow freak.
あなた、自分がおかしな人間だとは思わないの？
Oh, do you really believe that you are a normal person? That's pretty rude.
ちょうどいいわ。これから面談を始めます。
Okay then, it's the perfect time to start the interview. Huh? Oh yeah, you did say you were doing home visits, didn't you?
あなたで最後だわ。
Yep, and you are the last person on my list. Guidance counseling?
森田君には必要ないかしら。
Maybe you don't need that, eh? I'm aiming to be a special high-class individual. The end.
理由は？
And why are you doing that? Man, you went and asked it.
社会的なステータスを求めて？それとも絶大な権力への憧れ？
Do you desire social standing? Or perhaps simply power? ...
どうなの？
Well, I had no other options.
答えになってないわ。
That doesn't tell me much. So why did you become a teacher?
話をそらさないでくれる？
Don't try to change the subject, please. I'll talk if you talk.
本当に偉そうね。
You really are full of yourself. I merely wish to know more about you. Let's share our secrets and deepen our friendship.
私の両親も教育関係者だったからよ。
Because my parents were also involved in the field of education. I see. So you went into it out of respect for them. It wasn't an uncommon motivation. What kind of parents were they?
とても厳しかったわ。
They were very strict. My parents had a hands-off kind of policy. They were never around. Oh, that sounds sad.
私もいわゆる鍵っ子だったわ。
Yeah, I was a bit of a latchkey kid myself. Latchkey? Okay, latchkey. That's the first time I hear that word. Latchkey. Wait, what? Latchkey child? Or kid? This is an actual... Oh! Okay. I didn't knew. Schlüsselkind. Latchkey kid myself. Ah, and that's how you ended up becoming a delinquent?
悪態をつくことが許されない家庭だったから。
My parents wouldn't even allow me to swear in the house. So you became a delinquent in order to rebel against them.
森田くん、どうして私をグレさせたいの？
Morita-kun, Why are you under the impression that I was a delinquent? Well, it just feels like you had a pretty heavy past.
あなたにも感じるわよ。
I could say the same to you. Anyway, you were a delinquent, right? I bet you drove around in your wised out American car every night.
バカなことをたくさんしたわ。
Well, I did do a lot of stupid things. She looked past me. Yeah, same here.
子供を降ろしたりね。
Stupid stuff like aborting a kid? Okay, heavy subject. Huh? For real?
本当よ。
For real? The shocking truth had been revealed. Well, yeah, that's...
そんなおどおどしないの。よくある話でしょ。
You don't need to act so delicate. Isn't it pretty common nowadays? Even so, only because it became common doesn't mean it is right. You knew what you did when you had sex, and you knew the risks of it. Unless you got raped. That's something we don't know. Then it is a totally different story. Then it is a harder story actually to judge. Well, yeah, but you don't need to act so light-hearted about it. It might have stirred up some bad memories. Yoko-san cut me off with a dry laugh.
あなた、実は優しいんでしょ。
You are actually a nice guy, aren't you? Hmm?
私は平気よ。そういった過去を忘れることにしているから。
I'm fine. I've moved on from the things in my past. Moved on?
どうしたの？顔が曇ったわよ。
What's wrong? You look a little down. I didn't think it would be possible to move on from my own mistakes. Does Tooka know about this?
知っているわよ。昔、兄弟がいないのかってトーカに泣きつかれた時に話したの。
She knows. A long time ago, she came to me crying, wondering why she didn't have any siblings to play with. So I ended up telling her. What was her reaction?
今のあなたと同じよ。気まずそうにしていたわ。
Same as you. She started acting awkward. Well, I can't really blame her. It's pretty hard to know how to react after hearing something like that, you know. In any case, I had been made privy to one of Kyoko-san's secrets. The fact that she had aborted a child in the past might have had something to do with the overbearing manner in which she was raising Tooka now. Or maybe I was just jumping the gun.
それで、あなたはどうして特別高等人になりたいのかしら。
Well then, why do you want to become a special high-class individual? That's a secret.
森田くん、私と仲良くしたいんじゃないの？
Morita-kun, I thought you wanted us to deepen our friendship. ... Okay, there's this woman, you see. She's very important to me. And even though she was always there for me...
え？
When it came down to it... I'll stop there. Anyway, I'm doing it for her sake. That was close. I had almost given it away.
そう。なんだか辛そうだから許してあげる。
I see. It looks like a pretty heavy story, like you said, so I'll let you off the hook for now. Thanks.
嘘くさい話だけど、信じるわ。
It sounds really fishy too, but I'll believe you. Well, that would be because I just made it up.
ぶっ壊すわよ。
I'll murder you! Really? No, there is this girl, your sister. You just wanted to agitate her again. Noon had rolled around. It was as hot as hell, just like usual.
暑い。
So hot. Oni entered the living room, fanning herself with her shirt. Man, don't you guys have air conditioning?
ないよ。
Nope. Seriously? Well, surely you have heating for the winter.
ストーブ出すだけ。夏は暑いけど、ちょっとの間だけだから冷房は我慢するの。
Nope, we just turn on the stove. It gets pretty hot during the summer, but it doesn't last that long. We can tolerate it without air conditioning. Sure don't look like you're tolerating it very well.
あーあー
Great. Did her brain just melt from the heat? Oni stumbled toward the kitchen.
お母さん、お茶飲みたいから冷蔵庫入るね。
Mom, I want to drink some tea, so I'm going to go inside the fridge, okay? Hey, just how retarded are you? Something tells me that you're not going inside the thing.
うるさいな。意味が伝わればいいでしょ。
Oh, shut up! She knows what I mean.
どうかだらしないわよ。
Toka, you're being sloppy again. Kyoko-san came out of her study. Looked like Kyoko-san was getting her ass kicked by the heat too. Seriously, guys, you don't even have a fan? Huh?
去年トウカが壊したのよ。首を振り回してね。
Toka broke it last year. She started waving it around by the neck and... Say what now?
だからちょっとプロレス見てて。
Well, I saw some pro wrestling on TV and... Are you freaking kidding me?
本当に影響受けやすい子なんだから。
She's just too easily influenced.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry. Is that when you banned her from watching TV?
うん。
Oh. Well, shit. Now I understand why.
トウカはね、お笑い番組が大好きで。
Toka really loves comedy shows, so...
お母さん
Mom!
欠かさず見てたものね。
She would never miss an episode. Really now?
ほら、なんだっけ、一発芸。
What was it now? That one-liner you liked?
知らない知らない
I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about. Ah, it just cracked on my chin. Ah. Whoa, hold on. Tuoka got her own little stand-up act?
毎日狂ったように口ずさんでたのよ。
She used to say this one line all day, every day. I thought I was gonna lose my mind. So, what was it?
と
What? Don't grab me like that!
うるさいうるさい
Shut up! Shut up! Ow! Stop hitting me!
言わない絶対言わないから
I won't say it! I'm never going to say it! Okay, or JK, just get off of me! It's freaking hot! I could only describe Joker's action as a rampage. I really want to know. Seriously, it can't be that damn embarrassing, can it?
森田健一に関係ないでしょ
Mind your own business, Marita Kenichi! Yeah, sure.
学園のみんなの前でやってひどい目にあったのよね。
There was this one time where she said it in front of everyone at school. That was really something, let me tell you.
お母さんもういいから
It's enough, Mom! Oh. Moné's one-liner. It must have packed quite a punch. Anyway, we then ate a simple meal for lunch. Pretty much the same as the one we had for breakfast. Wow. The sun had begun to set. Kyoko-san was out shopping. One hadn't been assigned any orders, so she was reading a book in the living room. I took another look at One's records.
暇。
Going. She slammed her book shut. It was as thick as a dictionary. Seriously. Man, that looks like some pretty tough reading.
興味ないし。
It's not interesting. Jeez, it's a freaking science textbook.
漫画読みたい。
I want to read some manga. You look like you want to have some fun.
遊びたいよ。
Well, of course. How about a card game then?
ゲームはダメ。
Games aren't allowed. Games were prohibited too, eh? Then how about some hiking? Sports are okay, aren't they?
めんどくさい。
It's too much of a hassle. Okay, then let's do some mental gymnastics. I'll give you a quiz.
なんかバカにされそうだからやめておく。
No thanks. You're just going to end up poking fun at me. Give me a break. Well, aren't we lazy?
なんで？
Why do you say that? Well, you don't have any orders from Kyoko-san right now, correct?
だからどうしたのよ。
Yeah, and? You're free at the moment. In other words, what's the point in canceling your obligation if you don't feel like doing anything on your own anyway?
漫画が読みたいの。でも禁止されてるの。
I want to read manga, but I can't! If you want to read manga that badly, then why don't you ask your mom how you can get rid of your obligation? Well, I was sure that she had asked her a few hundred times already.
だってお母さん、私が立派になるまではダメだって。
But Mom says she won't remove it until I become an upstanding human being. Upstanding?
わかんないよ。
I don't really understand what she means either. Okay, how about this? Oni-chan will help guide you on the path to becoming an upstanding human being.
気持ち悪いな。
It's disgusting. Wouldn't it be quite upstanding if you got a perfect score on your next exam this summer?
テストは自信ない。
I don't really have much confidence in taking tests. Then do some volunteer work. You can go work at the local senior care facility. Isn't that something that an upstanding human being would do?
そういうのはやったことあるけど。
I've actually done that before. Hey, I think that deserved some praise.
やっぱり特別高等人になるまではダメなのかな。
I guess nothing except becoming a special high-class individual is good enough for her. Even if you were capable of doing that, it would take at least 10 years at your current rate. There was no way in hell I was gonna wait around that long. Mone's supervision has been assigned to me as part of my exam. I couldn't move on to the next step until I rehabilitated her. What? So you have to force her mother to retract the assignment. You have to mindfuck her. That sounds weird, but that's basically what he has to do. One of them has to be mindfucked so hard that they have to give in. So he has to manipulate or do something similar to actually get what they have to do. So that he can go on with his exam.
お母さん、何考えてるんだろう。
I really wonder what Mom's thinking. Hell if I know. Anyway, Toka.
トーカって呼ばないでよ。
Don't call me Toka! Geesh, don't get pissed. Things will get confusing if I keep calling you Ne with Kyoko-san around. You dig?
うん。
Wow, what was that for a line? Take it easy, man. Don't sweat the small stuff. One, or rather Toka, seemed fairly unconvinced.
私は森田健一のことは森田健一って呼ぶからね。
I'm going to keep calling you Morita Kenichi, got it? Feel free. Personally, I thought it was a bit of a mouthful. Anyway, Toka. She frowned at me. Is there anything you want to do after you get your obligation cancelled? Yeah, she wants to read manga!
漫画読んで、好きな時に好きなテレビ見て、食べたいもの食べる。
Read all the manga I want, watch all the TV I want, and eat all the food I want. And then have all the crazy sex you want?
え
That was amazing! That reaction must have been priceless! Have all the crazy sex you want. Great. I don't... Does she really think that far? I mean, she's a teenager and all, so... Hoka's face was bright red.
バカ変態なんじゃないの
Baka! You damn rapist! I hadn't meant to embarrass her, really. To turn him loose to an unrestrained liberty before he has reason to guide him is not allowing him the privilege of his nature to be free, but to thrust him out amongst brutes. To turn him loose to an unrestrained liberty before he has reason to guide him is not allowing him the privilege of his nature to be free, but to thrust him amongst brutes? I don't get that line. Honestly, I don't get that line at all.
Huh?
Thanks, I'm not alone with that. Don't you know the quote? It's from a guy in that sci-fi series.
誰そんなお経みたいな言い方する人いたっけ
Who? I don't remember anyone saying a sutra like that. Huh? I thought you liked those books. How disappointing.
いや、難しそうな話は読まなかったから。
Well, I didn't read any of the stories that look complicated. Read them all, you fool!
そんなに怒らなくても。
Well, what's with this sudden outburst? Man, she was a total buzzkill. Anyway, what that guy was trying to say was that little kids like you shouldn't be allowed to roam free.
私、ガキじゃないし。
But I'm not a little kid. You're not interested in voting, are you? That political apathy of our youth never ceased to rear its ugly head. Well, isn't that the thing in every country? I mean, even in Germany, the votes go down considerably, especially from younger folk. I vote every year, but I only vote just more or less randomly, the one who appeals the most to me. I mostly vote for the ones that you shouldn't vote, so that maybe there's a chance that something changes. Because it seems everyone is unhappy with how it is, but they still vote always the same guys. So what's the point in voting for them? You won't be able to vote in an election as long as you have that obligation, as I'm sure you know.
それは知ってるって。
Of course I do! But you don't really think that's a big deal, do you? Do you?
だったら何よ
Yes, so what? How immature of you.
選挙に興味なかったら子供なの
So you're automatically a child if you don't care about voting? Well, I wouldn't go that far.
子供だって大人と同じように読み書きできるよ
I have you know that kids can read and write just as well as some adults. Dot.
体力だったらむしろ子供の方があるよ
And heck, kids even have the advantage when it comes to physical strength.
なんで大人も子供も平等に扱われないの
So why aren't kids and adults treated equally? Because one of them are not responsible enough, didn't have enough knowledge about the world and everything in it or around it, so they can poorly judge a lot of situations, and they need an older one to guide them on the right path so they don't end up being criminals or drug abusers, or getting into the wrong crowd, as they say it. So no, kids and adults never can be equal, but you can guide them to become equals by teaching them the proper ways. Dot dot dot. She probably took this pretty seriously, considering how wild up she was getting about it. Anyway, I needed to do something. Questioning the very definition of the word child, describing Locke's various theories, discussing the principles of democracy. They all seemed like pains in the ass. I mean, it's not like talking her ear off about crap like that was gonna help end her obligation any quicker. Wait, what was the last thing here? What were my options? She probably took this pretty seriously, considering how wild up she was getting about it. Anyway, I needed to do something. Questioning the value of the word child, describing Locke as... Yeah, it seemed like a pain. So, she wants to be treated like an adult. So, shouldn't we take her seriously then, and that she actually is interested in that? I mean, he himself said that she takes this pretty seriously. But it could only be her childish behavior. So, what are we gonna do? Actually, you know what? I think this is the perfect time to end the episode here, and I think about it a little bit longer off screen. So, I hope you enjoyed it so far. Leave a like if you did. Share this maybe with one of your friends if you have any, because I'm sure as hell I'm all alone. And yeah, the most important thing, of course, is I will hopefully see you around on the next episode. Stay tuned.